Only on Fox 23 tonight, Silent Night, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and many others are sung this time of year by generations of Oklahomans. But there is one jewelry store jingle that has become a Christmas tradition and a carol for many Oklahomans, many except here in Green Country. I looked into the Christmas tradition Tulsans haven't taken part in for 67 years and counting. In central and western Oklahoma, there is a song this time of year as common as "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." Jewelry is the gift to give,
'cause it's the gift that'll give and give.
It lives in the heads and the hearts of Oklahomans, young and old, big and small.
Jewelry is the gift to give, 'cause it's the gift that lives and live. Give the gift you know can't fail at BC Clark's anniversary sale.
Some could call it Oklahoma's unofficial Christmas carol, except there's just one problem. Jewelry is the gift to give. People in the eastern part of the state have no idea what's been going on in the central and western part of Oklahoma for well over half a century. Jewelry is the gift to give.
I wouldn't know what to follow.
The BC Clark Christmas jingle.
Jewelry is the gift to give,
'cause it's the gift that live and live.
so give the gift you know can't fail.
From BC Clark's anniversary sale.
There's sheet music for carolers. The local Philharmonic includes it in their annual holiday performances. Some have even programmed their house lights to it.
But more than anything, when people talk about the jingle, they talk about it being the start of the holiday season and that it kind of signifies that now it's time for Christmas.
BC Clark Jewelers holds the title of the state's oldest jewelry store.
We're the oldest jewelry store in Oklahoma. In fact, we're the oldest business of any type in Oklahoma with the same family ownership.
Once called the Tiffany's of Oklahoma City by Oklahoma native actress Megan Mullally, it opened in 1892. Just weeks before Christmas, long before Oklahoma was even a state.
Most sales are after Christmas, but Clark's is just before.
Most everything is marked way down.
Savings you can't ignore.
BC's great-grandsons, Coleman and Mitchell, now run 3 BC Clark stores in the Oklahoma City metro. And they knew full well when they took over the operation that they were also taking over a tradition that now has a life of its own. When they pass the store on to their children, they too will understand what they will be the keepers of.
It has such a life of its own. It's almost, we feel a strong obligation to keep the jingle out there as much as we can. So we have to put a lot of our advertising dollars into doing that. And we hear about it if people aren't hearing the jingle as much as they'd like to.
Oh, wow. The Clark family attempted a new jingle in 1961. Within hours, it was so hated, the family immediately received calls demanding they restore what had become a Christmas tradition in just a matter of 5 years.
From BC Clark's anniversary sale.
They did, and it has, for the most part, remained the same generation after generation.
That's one thing we don't touch. It's the jingle we don't even consider, because it's really, it is almost like owned by Oklahomans now. You know, we don't really feel like we own it, we just take care of it.
But there is no conspiracy as to why eastern Oklahoma doesn't know what the western two-thirds have been singing.
Just over the years and time, the Oklahoma City market area, those advertising avenues just weren't reaching all the way to Tulsa.
It's nothing like what we saw with Quick Trip and 7-Eleven, marking their territory in a gentleman's agreement not to compete that lasted for decades. Instead, the Clarks say they simply bought their TV and radio ads in Oklahoma City all these years because that's where their stores and customers are. And the song simply has taken on a life of its own.
There are quite a few people that know it and are aware of it, but there's a lot of people that have never heard it once in their life probably that live in Tulsa, just because we don't reach there with our advertising.
But they also know their song lives on for many Oklahomans who move from one part of the state to the other. Everyone
Pretty much in our area of Oklahoma know BC Clark because of our jingle. Now they're not all our customers necessarily, but we're just really blessed to be part of that Oklahoma tradition and be ingrained into that.
It's also something Oklahomans even pack away in their memories when they move across the country.
People find themselves on an airplane in Seattle and someone starts singing it, and 2 or 3 more people join in and they find out that someone's from Oklahoma. Stories we've heard of just where the jingle kind of places itself is really fascinating.
So like a Yuletide legend and a memory shared by the fireside, for now in Green Country, the tradition will continue to creep in by word of mouth. Or we should say, song of mouth.
So here's the gift you know can't fail from BC Clark's anniversary sale. Woo!
When ads changed from a 60-second format to 30 seconds, as painful as it was, one line had to be removed and it has never come back. Here is that lost line.
The Christmas wish of B.C. Clark is to keep on pleasing you. So give the gift you know can't fail from B.C. Clark's anniversary sale.
Yeah, there are still people who are old enough to remember the change that ask, what happened to the lost line?
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah.
And you have a card too.
I
with
do,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can now keep on giving the gift that won't fail as long as the battery is still activated. They now have singing Christmas cards
Oh my gosh.
that you can now send across the world.
What cracks me up is that they have sheet music for
Yes,
carolers,
yes.
and that people designed their home holiday decorations to the beat of that
Yes.
song. That is truly
This-
an Oklahoma tradition.
It is a tradition. The unofficial Christmas carol, if only it would make its way to Tulsa, I think everybody could get behind us calling it the state Christmas carol.
Yeah,
but
there you
we're
go.
not there yet, but obviously it's creeping into your home and will get stuck into your head now.
There you go. Well, thanks, Rick. Great story.
Thank you.